What's up? What's up? I'm going to be installing these KSP wheel spacer. All right. Right now I don't have no spacer on it, and I'm trying to give it that little out there look. So this is a 1.5 spacer. So what I'm going to do right now is install it. Never installed them before. So guess what? We're going to do it together. All right. Let's do it. Alright guys, like I said, I will be installing these KSP wheel spacer. Alright? And this before. Alright, so this is the KSP 1.5 inch spacer that I'm going to be installing today. First you're going to have to jack the truck up. You got to make sure you use a proper jack, and you got to make sure you're on a level surface. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jack it up right now, and then take the wheel off so we can install it. All right. I will be using my factory jack. All right, so you got to make sure you place the jack and then it's somewhere safe. Where I'm going to be placing my today is right here. I'm going to place it there. I'm going to jack the truck up, take the wheels off, put on the spacers. So before you jack the car up, safety first. All right. So you got to go ahead and choke the wheels. All right. So you have to put this right on it there, so it's safe and secure. All right. Okay. Always remember, make sure your parking brake is on first, and always have jack stand. Look right there, you got some jack stands. So always make sure you got your jack stand to put underneath there for better safety. All right. Right, so your jack stand is in. So after you take the wheel off, make sure you also put the wheel underneath the truck. All right. Make sure you put tire underneath it, just in case of any emergency. So before you put on the spacers, you want to make sure you clean your rotor. All right, it's just some part clean I have. So these lug nut, it come with the spacer, and these lug nuts you're gonna put on the router already. All right, and then you're gonna attach your wheel to these new one, and then you're gonna use your factory lug nut and put it on here. Okay, so line it up. You put these back in here. Gotta make sure it's flush. Make sure nothing is not behind. Alright, that's good. And just to let you know, you're gonna need a torque wrench for this job. You gotta make sure you put the right amount of torque on it. These spacers and these lug nuts, you gotta put 140 pound on it. So you gotta make sure you got it to 140. There. You're gonna do it until you hear that click. That means it's 140 pound. There you go. That's it. You're gonna go ahead and put on back the tires. All right. So you're pretty much going to do the same thing for all wheel. You know, go over the other side. You know, you jack it up. You make sure you clean off the rotor wherever that wheel gonna go, the spacer gonna go. Make sure the spacer is on flush. You go ahead and put in the lug that come with the spacer and torque it to 140. Then you go ahead and put the wheel on, and you pretty much do the same thing. You know, torque the lug nut to also down to 140. You know, and you pretty much, we're gonna do that for all four wheels. All right. Now we're going to do the front wheel. So we're going to do the same process of what we did with the back. Alright, I'm going to jack it up. Make sure you jack it up, you put your stand underneath it, you know, you put the wheel underneath it, you clean off the router, and then make sure everything is flush. Alright, so let's do it. So right now with the front wheel, it's a little tricky than the back. You know, the back, once you put on it with the parking brake, you know, you jack it up and you could go ahead and tighten it jacked up. With this one now, whenever you're trying to tighten it, the rudder going to turn. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to put a screwdriver or something inside here so he could stop on the brake calipers so we could tighten it. Alright? There you go. So now we'll pretty much put this in there to stop it from turning. And this is the final masterpiece. 1.5 inch spacer. Yeah, I like it. So it look. Back wheel. It's up looking down. And that is it. Whew. 1.5 inch spacer. It's on now. I like them. So until next time, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Alright?